I'm disappointed. Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, is that rain? Ooh, it's raining! What a lovely day for rain. It's always a lovely day for rain. Hey, Mika, it's weeb lawyer time. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. Hope both the prosecution and defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in Studio 2 trailer that day. For their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Oh yeah, we'll definitely. Alright, we'll have the director here for sure. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss D. Vasquez. D. Vasquez is a producer. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez, I'm a producer of Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Ugh. Very well, Ms. Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. What are we doing in court? Well, it's not me. It's not my fault. Not today. It was my fault yesterday, but not today. Also, I am betting D. Vasquez didn't kill it, but D. Vasquez did get the embodiment of Twitch chat to do it for her because he would do anything for her because he likes it. I entered the trailer a little before noon. The meeting began at 12. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Ooh, sexy! At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on a table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, and we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part in your testimony. You weren't fatigued, so you had Sal take... You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? Nice. Nice. The van. There's a van at Studio 2. What's up?
They deleted the link. Did you download it before it was deleted?
Probably. How do you know it's deleted?
Because I went to the Tech Central page and the link's gone.
Log in using the other email.
Hold on.
I had him take me in the van hot. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. I entered the trailer a little before noon. It was rehearsal. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. I want to press on this too. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in Studio 2 van. Oh wait, that was it? I was gonna press on the body finding part. Sal. One person's enough. If I had... Oops. I really think she's pretty used to being the boss. I'm sure you'll find some kind of connection. Enter the trailer a little before noon. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. The witness did not come here to engage in our conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same can be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth, and please stop banging your desk. Hurts my ears. There was a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. When was that? I've forgotten. Nope. Meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. Oh, I think it was between those 2 times. What were you doing during that 15-minute break? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah! 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 What do I have here? Steaks, van, sleeping pills, photo, camera. What is this? It's murder solving time. Trying to find out who killed whom. 2:30, took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Fatigues had Sal take you. See, I really thought that it was going to be that the murder happened at 2:30, and we know the murder happened in Studio 1, and that's what we're gonna get her on. It's contradiction time. Recreators. I've heard that one. I haven't seen it though. I haven't seen anything about recreators. You're surprised she can smoke in court? She can do whatever she wants. Man. No. 2:30, we took a 15-minute break. Eight T-bone steaks on a table in front of the trailer. If I had some evidence that she didn't eat that steak. What? I don't have any evidence that she didn't eat the steak. As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. The plate was on a table in employee area. Oh, because it wasn't a T-bone steak because there were no bones, right? A large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, I need to remind you it's a T-bone steak. Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at a table outside the trailer. See, I didn't have these plates, and I thought I'd have to use this as a clue. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? Did you see Salmonella? He definitely ate the bones. You ate the bone, too! You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with a steel samurai. Order! Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the steel samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. No, it was definitely Salmonella who killed him. Is that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was the murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Or was it? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy weapon as a spear? Okay, so the answer is, first of all, clearly that she didn't use the weapon, spear as a weapon because it's not the weapon, but I don't think the game wants us to know that yet. I think you could. It's not impossible. Well, maybe it's not impossible. I am speaking. Yeah, Edgeworth, shut up. The victim was stabbed through the chest from the front, right? I believe this would indicate that the victim was aware of the killer's presence. Now, the steel samurai costume is quite light and mobile. Compared to the victim, I am weaker and slower. I couldn't possibly win such a fight. Not to mention, there's proof I did not have the spear. The photograph of the steel samurai shows that the victim himself was holding it. Do you mean to suggest that I could have wrestled that away from him? If you still think she did it, show us proof. Look at the data we have in the samurai spear in the court record. Isn't there something in there that gets to you? Wait! Sorry, Your Honor. I'd like to take back my previous claim. I want to consider whether this witness could have used the samurai spear or not. The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. There we go. Oh, we got to it. What's the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body without any blood on it. I can prove that a samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon because it was broke. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But what is the murder weapon? Oh yeah, I guess we could have saw. Oh shit! Not so fast. Remember this spear broke during the morning action scene run through? But someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I am the one testifying here and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, what was? How was Hammer killed? I can tell. If I would make a claim like that, I wouldn't... Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can be sometimes unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well. Look at this photo. Oh! What is this? Why is... That's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is all this about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photograph of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does that have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? Nutty? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Dun dun dun! Has happened again! Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Dee Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had it himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way he caused another man to die 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you in my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed him inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? Bet, could she, I mean, she's moving it with the trailer, right? But both of these seem like the same, both of the bottom two seem like the same answer. Alright. I won't have you making unsubstantiated claims. Yes, okay. There we go. For instance, actually, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for her to carry that body. Let's hear it then. How did she carry the body? In the murder van! Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used a studio van to do it! Recall your testimony! There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so Sal took me in the van. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, right? Mr. Machine's fallen. Hey. Are you suggesting Mr. Minello was a co-conspirator? Sure, why not? Of course. The body had to be placed. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. You don't know if Phoenix is a good lawyer, everyone's terrible liars. Phoenix is a terrible lawyer. We're like stealing evidence and hiding evidence from the prosecution, tampering with crime scenes. No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win. It's how courts work in Japan. You have 3 days to prove that you have 3 days. You know, good luck. Find whatever evidence you can. We're not going to give you any evidence. You got to find it. We'll see who wins. What happens next? Mia has saved our ass twice, yeah. 3 times? What would you like me to say? I lost? Something like that? I'm guilty? I just said that. So wait, you mean D. Vasquez, it was you? You killed Jack Hammer. Who can say? Are you sure I did, Mr. Wright? We just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. But that's only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. Nani? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. All of a sudden, we have to prove that she's guilty. I thought everyone was guilty until proven isn't in this world, because that's how it seems to be. I came here as a witness today. If you no more questions, I'll be leaving. Testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Why are we a defense lawyer doing the prosecuting? Because somehow they're still saying that Will Powers is guilty. And so we have to make someone else guilty to prove someone innocent. That's how guilt works. Like, in every trial, someone must be guilty. And therefore, in order to make someone not guilty, it's like a cold, right? In order to rid yourself of a cold, you have to get someone else sick. Which is why if I ever feel bad, I just go out in public and start coughing at everybody. Even if I were to test it again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth. I've already said all there is to say. You ask the same questions, get the same answers. It's a waste of time. Damn. It's come so far. I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, doesn't even matter. It's weird that Phoenix has to gather evidence. That's how courts work in Japan. The prosecution and defense are actually fighting against each other, and whoever gets evidence doesn't have to share it with anyone else. If you get evidence, you get to take it with you, right? Like, if I go to a crime scene and I find the weapon first, I can take that weapon and I can hold it until we get to the trial, and no one else gets to know about that weapon. It's a secret weapon. Boom, got it right here. Bloody weapon. I was hoping to come up with a question. I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Your Honor. Request a witness testify again. You're a prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. What exactly do you have to testify about? Indeed. Verily. Ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick. Why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, I mean, like, I don't know how guilt works in Japan. Like, it just... The guilt just works. Like, I don't know how that works. Like, as long as, like, he always gets a guilty verdict, but we've already beaten him twice. So, no, we only beat him once. I lied. We didn't beat him the first time. That was someone else. That was the scrawny guy. I was a sound old bag when the body was found. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. The security lady, old bag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. Oh, god damn it. One of the actors died. Well, the show must go on. Let me grab my script. Let me grab my things. It's only been a murder. I'm going home. You guys deal with this shit, okay? Can you imagine that? Can you fucking imagine that? Can you, like, show up at work one day and one of your coworkers died and you just, like... I'm not dealing with this shit today. I'm gone. Like, no. You guys deal with this shit. I don't care that Frank died. I'm going home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. You've done that? Someone's died in your office and you just left? Oh my god, there's been a murder! Time for me to go home. See you guys. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Is that literally a scene from The Office? I don't remember someone being murdered at the in the show The Office, but possible. You're working at Dunkin' Donuts and a coworker had a heart attack and died. Holy shit. Damn, I can't believe someone like wrote their name down in a death note. The police would need to investigate a crime scene, can't work in a crime scene. You all have to testify to the police if someone got murdered. I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady, when we found the body. Assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I'm just gonna press on everything first. That's the strategy here. What time was that? We were to meet at 5, so I'd say it was at 5. When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Oh, press her harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. What did I just say? Did I not say I wasn't stuffing bodies in any costumes? You should try listening, dumbass. The assistant was there too. Hold it! Mr. Powers was taking a nap. So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? Yeah, you went back to your trailer, picked up your script, and went home. That seems pretty calm to me. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around. You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing. Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? Ayaya, ayaya. Ayaya, ayaya. Hey, it's a Kuko raid! Oh! Hey! Oh! Welcome everyone from Kuko and Kuko's stream. My name's Zinigami, full-time streamer. We're playing Phoenix Wright. Kuko, how was Disney World? Kuko just came back, as I know, from a trip to Disney World. This is a hard... Oh, this is good! This game! This is my first time playing Phoenix Wright. I played through the Danganronpas, and this is so much better than Danganronpa. It is so much more fun than Danganronpa. And your trip was good. Yeah! Thanks for countering those raiders. Get them out of here, but welcome them also. Yeah, Kuko, if you guys don't know, old friend of mine. An old middle school friend of mine. Kuko. Alright, Kuko. Look, she and I are on a first name basis, okay? Damn it, Kuko. Anyways, Kuko is a creative streamer. She draws shit. And she used to go to anime conventions, but now she doesn't. So we don't get to hang out at anime conventions anymore. I used to sell her stuff at anime conventions for her. It was fun. But now we're playing Phoenix Wright. You're old. We're all old now. We're all old people with like jobs and shit. Well, except for me, I gave up on jobs and played games instead. Middle school mean you imagine the director? I mean, I still am the director. They don't count as friends if you're an adult. And wait for them outside their middle school. Hey. That's between the courts tonight. I have to agree with the defense on this one, Miss Vasquez. Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his Steel Samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. Does he not stand out? How does he not stand out? The guy is, like, literally a beast of a man. He's a goddamn lion in a human skin. Doesn't stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. The guy's like 8'12". I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The strategy right now is press on every single sentence, right? We're gonna ask him for details on every single sentence, and then figure out if there's a contradiction after that. What was everyone else doing? No one said a thing. I was completely silent. So he stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. Get it? Get it? Silence. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Security lady Old Bag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. Old Bag, the security lady. Why did security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I asked to be left out of proceedings, because I don't care. It's only a murder. Yes, it seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. It's only murder. They don't have time for this. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that, seeing we were in a meeting. There was no way we could have been involved, thus they covered for us. There must have been a lot riding on it, with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone else they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer, got my script and direction notes. The script was in Studio 1. They were quite valuable, so I wouldn't have them stolen. Guess not. Wait a second, I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Very well. That was pretty terrible. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. I do too. Think. Ms. Vasquez, she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't have been a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know that there was a murder. Why is Edgeworth doing our job for us? I don't understand who's doing what. I don't get how trials work. Damn, Japan trials are fucked. Order, Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or you think of a career change to defense. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get our roles. Like, what is whose role is what? What? I appreciate your concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? It's kangaroo court! No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there will be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Or did you? How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal, he told me. Sal, the director? Oh, shit. I was with Sal and Old Bag when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Powers showed up. Security bag Olay pointed saying he did it. Asked to be left out. Went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Okay, so this is something that we could have got her on. Well, I guess we gave her script number 13 or whatever. So I don't know. There was a script that we gave her in the during yesterday's stream. We got her script and we gave it to her. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. No, shit, we're in a circle. We already did this. I'm reading quite fast. That's because we already did that. That was all duplicate text. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Because Salmonella told me. Sal was there. No. Yes? I can't remember if Sal was even there anymore. But we don't have something that could say that Sal wasn't there. Right? I don't have any evidence that says Sal wasn't there. We already did this. Okay, I'm gonna try this when we found the body with the body being killed at 2. Nope. We found the body. We found the body. Blah, blah, blah. What time was it? At 5 o'clock. Yeah, you guys can guess. It doesn't matter. called the police. Powers showed up. Went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Yeah, we definitely think that Jack went to confront D and Salmonella, but I don't think D Vasquez did the killing. I think D Vasquez got Salmonella to kill him, so Salmonella will be the one who ultimately did the killing. It's so weird because there's like things I want to say that I don't have clues for that I want to say, like who was actually there. We gave her the script yesterday. That was in Studio 1. Maybe it was his twin brother. She said because she saw him going towards the studio. No. Fuck. Alright, what do you guys think? What do you say? You have to sign something peg on this on her. I was a sound old bag when we found the body. Well, we already tried 230 for this one. That wasn't the right answer. This isn't what they're the only powers is absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The last statement. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. Oh, I knew that Hammer was injured. Oh. You know that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? It was Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. Nani? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his left leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Right. I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. You saw him limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. What the? God damn it! It was pretty Mr. Powers. Ah. Oh, it's his doing. Well, it would have to have been after he put on a steel samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the steel samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the steel samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order! Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see. Sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well, I have a question for you. Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death, nothing. Why would... Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there was a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say in the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Of course I can prove it! I don't know. I'll figure it out in a second. The reason was because of the steak. Oh my god, Jack Hammer ate her steak and she was really disappointed. And she really wanted to eat that steak, and so she was fucking pissed. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photograph reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated... Yeah, it is precipitated. Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from the stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Mr. Hammer was just a tool to you. I think when I say precipitate, I think of like rain. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly. It was a constant source of shame for the X-Star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It was almost as if it was Mr. Hammer who killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. Yeah, precipitation. Yeah, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain, Ms. Vasquez. Say scum life. I'm gonna go with no motive here, I guess. She has no motive. What's this now? It was Mr. Hammer who was all Ms. Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It was simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Ms. Vasquez. Nani? Nani? Your Honor. So who's guilty? Jack Hammer was guilty of the murder. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jackhammer made his way to the trailer. For what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Urgh. Shit, that's an expensive pipe, lady. So, you did it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. I'm guilty of blackmail. There's blood everywhere, we're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. Nani, what happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please, try to remain calm. No. How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing his action scene and... No, Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez! Gunman with a 31-month resub. Welcome back, dude, to the Super Family! Why didn't she tell the truth? Because no one tells the truth. This is Kangaroo Court. Please, please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? Oh, okay. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. Think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes. Yes, you're right. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Powers, not guilty. I'm surprised that we didn't bring up salmonella again at all. Like I really thought salmonella was gonna be included again over this. Huh. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes. But it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think he tried to frame me for the murder makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was a Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once. He was reduced to acting in a kid's show with a villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. Congrats! Will Powers? Well played. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I think that costume has been burned. Like, I think they incinerated that costume. And I think your producer is arrested. And the villain's dead. I think there's only 2 people working in that studio now. You, the assistant director, and the security guard. No! It's that Wolverine it is. Nick! Edgeworth! Hello, senpai. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Nani? What? That wasn't so bad! You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you, I'm Powers. Pleased to meet you? Wait a second. Wait a second. Was he never present at all during the court, during his entire trial? I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. All day gay! All day banging! They want smash. Ooh, oh, these feelings. Oh, it's not like, they fucking. Oh, they used to smash. Remember back in college when we used to smash, brawl all night long. Unease and uncertainty. My heart, it just doki dokis for you. Phoenix Wright, son. Phoenix Wright, senpai. They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Okay. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? Did you guys used to fuck? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals in love. For now we are. What? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me what's the deal with you and Edgeworth. Flashback episode. So the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows. Nick! This is it! The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. And you have to buy trading cards too, okay? Hal Jordan!
100 bleed purple, 100 bleed purple, 100 bleed purple, 100 bleed purple, 100 bonus 50 Zingasm.
Hey! Thanks for the 550 bits, dude. Appreciate it. The bot really likes reading that out too. 100 bleed purple, 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 plus 50 bonus bits. Isn't it great that Will Powers gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world's ready for the real Will Powers. Wait, does that mean Will Powers is a pink princess? Gotta be. Who does the voice for Pink Princess? Da 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 da. Da 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 da.